You ever wonder why certain t-shirt designs go viral and others don't? Well, in this video, I'm gonna break it down a step-by-step process for you. We're gonna do the research and actually design the t-shirt design to it as well. And one of the most important things people overlook is understand what their customers want. So getting to know your audience. It's very, very important as you're creating these type of designs. You wanna see why they're buying it and understand the data and the information that these algorithms are sharing with you. I know, it's easier said than done. Let's get into the content. Now, when it comes to any of this, secret number one is gonna be understand your audience. Like, who are you designing for? The research gets involved right here because that's the main key. Like, research is king, and then after that, the design comes next. So when I'm looking at this stuff and I'm understanding who I'm designing for, this is very, very important. I always try to, understand and get inside the buyer's mind and understand what they like. Because at the end of the day, I'm not buying the t-shirt or I'm not buying that design. The audience is. What I like to do is if I see something online and it gets my attention, right? I'm like, if this is working for them, let me do a little bit more research and dive into this. And let me see on Amazon, or let me see on Etsy, or let me look on social media, or, if I'm scrolling through my feed and I catch something, I'm like, this may be trending right now. With that being said, we're gonna dive into the computer and I'm gonna show you some actual information on some research, right? I did a research a while back on one of my research videos and we found out like I got that dog inside of me, right? And I figured out, I looked at it and I was like, this is trending like crazy. I'm not sure why, but it's trending like crazy. And then and all of a sudden I started to see how people are using it in different design styles, right? And I found it really interesting. So if I come over here and I type in, that's my dog, or you know what I mean, just different sayings, like different phrases like that, you're seeing this style t-shirt pop up. And you have Taylor, Bootleg Rap, that one's another one too, and I'll show you some more research on that too. It's like that's where it's coming from, the 90s bootleg rap t-shirt. And then if we come over here, you have Thomas, you have Buddy, now they're using different dogs. So with that being said, you're looking at this, you're like, I see what they're doing. Now it's like bootleg rap, you're seeing that they're leveraging like bootleg rap. Now, can you leverage that? If that style is trending now, can you think about it this way, can you leverage it in a different niche, like different dogs, different animals? Yeah, yes, you can. So it started going down the whole rabbit hole, and I popped up a few of the listings. So Buddy, you can see the little corgi right here, personalized pet t-shirt, 90s bootleg. Looking at these keywords, you're seeing like, what's working, and you're going to see 20 plus views in the last 24 hours. Right, which is really cool. Again, you can see the information, that everything that's being shared here. Even have it on a white t-shirt, like that vintage style t-shirt. And then if you come down, I like to always look at the reviews, and you're seeing Pootie, right? And you're seeing like a poodle, and they have different images. So keep this in mind as we're looking at this type of research. You're seeing like that's what they're doing. They're using just a different image of the dog, and then next thing you know it, you have your own t-shirt. Now we come over here, we're seeing another dog right here, which is really cool. And then you got cats. So it seems to be working. And you see this right here. It's popular right now, right? You got the little lightning in the back, and there's different things that you can do with this, right? You can lightning, you do some fire, whatever you want to do. Now if we go over to the next one, you got Thomas, right? The corgi again in the 90s shirt. And then you're seeing a lot of this 90s, right? So it's like most likely the people that are buying this type of shirt are most likely born in the 90s. I'm just taking that wild guess, right? And that's kind of most likely going to be the audience that's going to be buying this. And then, people in the 80s may like, people that are born in the 80s may like this t-shirt too as well. The next thing you know, it just becomes a popular t-shirt and everyone's buying it because they like the style. And one thing I'm looking at over here on Etsy, you got 20 plus added carts. That's big. That's pretty freaking big. And you got to get a better idea. You can see this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different poses, and it has, the electricity, the thunder in the background, the lightning bolt in the background, and then Thomas like in big bold letters. All right, Bernie, right? You're seeing the different dogs. So 1, 2, 3. It's like 6 different photos. Some of them are showing 4, some of them 4, 6, right? And then you come down. You're gonna look over here. There's another dog review, another dog with the review. So this is a popular trending shirt online right now. And I was actually, here's another technique. I was doing research. I was actually Instagram, and I was getting hit with, look, I got Oli. That's my dog. Got a dog right there with football. So how you see what they're doing now. They got dog, and now they're mixing in football too. And then You got another dog too as well. Same thing with football. Just 2 different images and just the football field. And then there's a football helmet on the actual t-shirt. Same thing here, right? 2 different images. And then it has the, the football helmet and another football field. Bear, that's my dog. And then I went and checked out the actual website. That's mydogbrand.com. And you're seeing exactly what they're doing here. So I just kind of just went down that rabbit hole of research and just looking dog in me. You're seeing what they're doing there. That's my dog in me, 90s bootleg. That's my dog. You're seeing how they're doing all this stuff, heavy metal. And I think the only thing that they're doing is just changing. It seems like they're changing the font and, the different animal NFL. You can see what they're doing here. It's not really like they're just doing the color, right, of the actual teams and not showing any of the logos or NFL or anything like that. So they should be in the clear right there as long as they're not doing anything crazy right there. Do you believe in dog, right? When it comes to any of this, right, you want to keep in mind, like, you just want to be very, very careful as far as, not infringing, on any big brands, right? That's the last thing that you want to do. You just want to make sure that you're not infringing. But for the most part, it's more of a general kind of design. And you're seeing you're seeing people wear it over here. Look at this. And get an idea from the reviews too. You can actually see who's buying those t-shirts sometimes or the product by looking at the reviews and reading it. So you can see everything, that's going on right here. But you're seeing that it was purchased, right? 623.22.2, 612.22.2. That's exactly what it is. And now next thing I would do is I'm over here going to use Merch Informer. Merch Informer is a really awesome tool. So if you have any type of, a design that you want to create, as far as research is really awesome. I've always talk about Merch Informer in my videos as far as research. One of the first tools as far as research is the first tool as far as research with Amazon Merch on Demand or Merch by Amazon. So it's a really, really cool tool to do research. And they have a Merch Informer studio on the back end. Now, when you click on that, I'm going to come over here to new project, say 90s bootleg dog shirt. And then your first step of design, you can obviously, what I usually do is just design for, the Amazon t-shirt, the Amazon Merch on Demand t-shirt, and that's what I'm going to do. First design name is going to be, I'm going to do Big E. That's my dog, my English bulldog. And then I'm going to come over here to design templates. And I'm going to come over here to Ziggy. That's my dog. And it's basically going to go ahead and do that template for me. It's loading up. Let it load up. And what I'm going to do is grab 2 photos of my dog and add them into here. All right. Now, the tool that I'm using is Adobe Express to remove the background, right? If I grab an image, so let me grab an image of my dog, Biggie. And so I just drag and drop it in there. And you see how fast it removes the background, and then just hit download and you download it to your computer. Now you can do that with every single image that you want to remove the background to. You just hit download and boom, it's done. So what I'm going to do is come back over here to a Merch Informer, right? And we had to have the template already, right? And all I'm going to do is remove Ziggy's image, right? You can kind of get the concept. There's Ziggy right there. I'm going to go ahead and remove Ziggy's image. And I'm going to go ahead and add my own designs back here. So if I upload an image, let me go ahead and upload an image. I'm going to go ahead and upload the background images that I removed of my dog. All right. Now I have 4 images back there, right? And go ahead and start adding one at a time. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab another image of him, add that in there. Look at his tongue. And now this is going to be just personal preference for me personally. So I'm just messing around with it and just get a different idea. And then I'm going to go ahead and add another one, the other one with this little blanket on there. You can see him right there. And then I'll go ahead and add the other one that I had in there. Pretty cool. And now this right here, I'm going to go ahead and change it to Biggie. All right. See how I did that? And then I'm going to change the color too as well. And then there's right here, that's my boy. And then that background image, if I don't like it, I can just remove that too as well. And then if I wanted to add any type of
anything on the background, I can do so. But I think like, you can add like the lightning bolts if you want, kind of give it like that similar thing. But I might just be with that right there. Now, just at general, I don't know, I may look at it but in general, right here, when it comes to this, like you want to think about like with AI, like what would you can do this with AI too as well. You can even just generate random stuff and think about just different ideas because that one design is working, right? Think about it this way. If that one design is working and it's doing really good for you or is doing really good for someone else and you can come up with your own concept and be original at the same time, it's very, very powerful, right? Because that's one way that you're going to make sales in a certain niche. So if you can think of a different idea for your personal niche, like let's say like the turtle niche or whatever niche that you're in, the same concept, right? The same idea can work for you. Now, I may come in here and edit this just a little bit more, probably switch around. I feel like switching around the face, but I'll look at it a bit. But this is right here. It's pretty much done for me. Like I said, I may come in here and edit this a little bit more. But the cool thing about this, you can come over here into download and download the current design. And as I hit that, it's downloading and creating that PNG format that we use for, Amazon merch. And basically that same concept that I personally use myself, I use it pretty much in all my designs. That Amazon merch design, it goes into, all my other print on demand platforms. So you can see right there, get an idea of what it looks like. All right, so I went back in and I slept overnight and came back and looked at the design. I was like, you know what? Let me do a few edits on here. I went ahead and put the lightning bolt in the background. You can see that right there. And then mess with the font too as well. The color scheme that was going on right here. And I messed with that. And just messing with a few things. And I was like, how can I get like a lightning bolt purplish theme going on? So what I did was like, you know what? I forgot. I got ChatGPT, right? And I have Dolly 3. And I was like, what up? Let me create something there. So I went ahead and created something inside of there using, I tested out a few different prompts in here. You can see right here, create a lightning effect of a blue purple for a t-shirt design. I will be putting this as the background image of my design. I need it without the background, just the lightning effect. And then you can see what it did right there. And then I came down, I was like, you know what? I just want one color. I told it to create a lightning effect in right here. Create a lightning effect of purple for a t-shirt design. I'll be putting this as the background of an image for my design. And then it came up with that. And I was like, you know what? Can you make the lightning more spread apart? And it came up with that. After that, I put it all together, put it on the background over here. It did the PNG part for me, everything, which is really cool. And then I came over here to the color hunt and kind of just came up with a color scheme, right? Just looked at different colors, which is really cool. So you come over here. I was checking this out, this website too. I was just looking at different like color schemes and just kind of just getting different inspiration. When you go to the store like Home Depot or any of those like Lowe's and you go look at the, painting and paint, like you're going to paint a room. It has all these color schemes going on, right? So I was kind of looking at that. I was looking at inspiration, which is really cool. So it's a good idea to go over there and look. Now, what we're going to do is grab this design, right? You can see how it looks on the black background too as well, back color. I'll be using this design, right? Downloading it from Merch Informer and taking that transparent background, that PNG format. It's good for, you can leverage it. You can upload a design over onto Amazon merch or whatever you're using it for. But Redbubble, TeePublic, Spreadshirt, wherever you're uploading your designs at, Etsy, pretty much that, that 5400 by 4500 PNG, 300 DPI, it works pretty good anywhere. That's an all across the board design that works pretty much on any platform. So what we're going to do, I'm going to come over here to gelato.com, and this is a print on demand service. So it prints on apparel, calendars, wall art, phone cases, mugs, cards, tote bags, and photo books. There's a lot that can be done back here. And going back to the actual design itself, this design is going to be, it was going to be for me. I was trying to make, the black and white and silver colors. It was going to be the design for me, but now this is going to be a design for my girlfriend because of the purple. That's my dog Biggie, of course. What we're going to do is actually create a custom t-shirt over here on Gelato where I'm going to print it on there and test out this print on demand company, have them make the print of that design, and we're going to see how it comes out. And I'm really excited to see the results of this. I'm logged into the back end of Gelato. I'm going to go ahead and create a new product. You see how I did that? Clicked on new product, add product, single product, and then this is the crazy thing. They have a ton of different stuff, right? Like literally, you just come back here, look at the catalog. Down below, I'm going to have my link down below in the description to get your 50% off your first order. So check that out down below in the description. Come over here to men's clothing. I'm going to use a unisex one, a heavy unisex crew neck t-shirt. This is going to be the Gilding 5000. And You can go over to women's clothing too. Like I said, my girlfriend's gonna be wearing it, but it's gonna be like more of like a looser fit type shirt. Gildan 64,000, Bella Canvas 3001. There's that, you know, this one's one of the most popular ones online. And then there's a ton. It goes down and down. But for this example, we'll use the heavy unisex crew neck. So this is a unisex t-shirt. And then we're gonna go ahead and put it on the black color. She wears a medium, and then I'm gonna go ahead and hit start design. And then what I'm gonna do is, so the cool thing is too, you can upload any type of design back here if you want to do that. We'll upload the one that I just showed you over here that I created inside of Merchant Farmer. And then I'm gonna get that design, and that design is loading up. Click on it, and it's that simple. And you see how it just came over. So one thing too, really important, you wanna make sure that you have it inside of that. You can see the top, it looks like it might be touching a tiny bit where the dot is, right? Where the eye is, right? So I'm gonna bring it just a tiny bit because I'd rather be, you know, right in the middle. Safe than sorry, right? Type of ordeal. And I think, yeah, we're good. Right, we're good. We're looking good. Also, too, you know, he has a back print. There's an inner print. There's an outer neck print. There's left sleeve, right sleeve. But we're just going to go ahead and delete the front right there. And then we're going to go ahead and hit add to order. Now, I'm going to continue doing all this stuff. I'm going to add the order, you know, have the product shipped to me. And then in the next video, we're actually review the actual t-shirt design that we created and printed all within this video right here, right? It's going to be, well, we didn't print it, but Gelato's going to be printing it and shipping it to us. And the next video, I'll be talking about, you know, the print and stuff like that. So stay tuned. So one cool thing I've been testing out lately too is with ChatGPT, you can ask it a question about a design, like have it critique it. Like, what do you think about this design? For example, this is what I did to help with the design. And it's always good to have like a second opinion on a certain design or just get some insight to see, you know, like what you think about it. Because sometimes you get into like a little tunnel vision and you think it's a good design. It's like, and then you kind of like take a step back and look at it and like, nah, it's not a good design. So for example, what I did here was, what do you think about this design? I literally just typed that in and then the little clip button right there and then just put in my design and just hit send. And it critiqued the whole design right here. So you're going to see the whole process. This is the first design that I created, and I didn't like it because I was trying to make it more towards me. And then I ended up creating the design more for my girlfriend. And it came in here and just like broke it all down, like 1 through 5, 1 through 7. And just broke it all down like about the whole design. So I took that into consideration. Then I came up with this design. Then I asked it again, what do you think about it? And it goes into detail. And you're going to see how I kind of just get better and better with the design. And just like, you know, the color and the contrast of the actual design itself. So I asked it again, how can I make the color or contrast better for this design? Right. And it literally, as I come down here, you can see I changed the color of the font, right? Change the color of the font there, and you're going to come down. As I asked it another question, I went ahead and changed the whole like the color scheme, right? You can see that right there. And then as I come down, I changed it again and made it a little bit lighter, right? And you can see the little bolts in the back and then the lightning in the back. And then I went ahead and made the lightning a little smaller, kept the color scheme going right there, and made it smaller where it's not like overpowering the whole image, and where you can read more of the text and see the actual images of my dog. And then as I go down, that's what I ended up coming up with right there. Leveraging ChatGPT in this way is very, very powerful, because this right here, it's just helping you, right? Helping you create a better design. And at the end of the day, it's like you're creating the design, but also too, it's like you can always do better, right? You can always do something better with a design or just with anything in general. There's like that one little thing that you can do to make it just a tiny bit better. So if you're not using this, I recommend you use it in this way to help you, you know, design better, create better thumbnails, create a better t-shirt design, or whatever it is that you want to create better with. And you can upload the image in there and ask it for some advice. And if you enjoy this type of content, check out how I created this AI design, right? Okay, and I turned it into a poster design, which is really, really cool. And I used it all with AI, and it was done pretty fast within seconds, which is really, really awesome. And if you enjoy this type of content, make sure you give me a thumbs up on this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please leave a comment. And then everything that I used inside of this video will be down below in the description. Thank you very much for watching.